the guy I play in the movie, Ethan, he kind of is clinging to that past. He's maybe not so sure what his future holds or how to be less of a young man and more of a just man. And and in that way, it's a classic coming of age story, which so many Christmas stories are. Well, these three buddies have a tradition on Christmas Eve that goes back 10 years now. And what you're seeing in this movie is sort of the last time that they're gonna have this big night out on Christmas Eve. And it's got a sweet origin story that has to do with three friends, or two friends coming together to help a third friend out in a really hard time in his life. This movie is such a crowd pleaser. I feel like you can't go into this movie without laughing and, having a great time. Obviously, I mean, that's what Seth and Evan are so great at making. But at the same time, this movie also has a lot of heart, a lot of something that, some of the big, ridiculous, funny comedies don't have, which is, people and stories that actually resonate and are meaningful. And I think having that balance on Christmas is nice. Levine has a great gauge of both humor, obviously, but also, what feels real. And he's great as a director, so he'll pull us back sometimes, as we're reaching for the jokes or, trying to make it even more funny, more ridiculous, and improvising this and trying out that. He will sometimes say like, okay, now let's try one that's just pulled back a little, just make it a little more real. And I always appreciate that. It happens so often in Hollywood movies that, the guys get to be funny and the actresses are just supposed to be kind of like pretty or, naggy and I love that this movie just completely obliterates that stereotype in so many ways. The actress who plays Diana, who's the girl that my character's ex-girlfriend, Lizzy is perfect for working with Seth and Evan because she's so smart on her feet, so quick on her feet and coming up with new, funny, surprising things. And Seth and Evan, their whole methodology has to do with improvising a lot. And like, okay, we'll do it once as written, but then we'll try this and try that and just make it up, see what else you want to say. And she's so good at that. And that's really inspiring. So I feel like some of those scenes are, to me, the most funny with her.